Many of you have been asking me to speak about second bonds. I've been talking a lot about firstborns, the firstborn female, and the different types of firstborns. I have about 12 videos that I've spoken about firstborns. Today I want to talk about the plight of the secondborn. The secondborns are the most abandoned and sometimes rise up as heroes, self-made heroes in the family. They are the family experiments. They are the ones where the parents have learned what doesn't kill you makes you strong. Usually you realize that when the firstborn is born, that's the first experience of both parents. So they get the best. The parents are very cautious. Every cry requires attention because you're the first experience of parenthood. Based on the circumstance and the financial status of that family, most firstborns are overspoiled. You buy things that sometimes you don't need because that's your first experience. Now, when the secondborn is born, you realize that when the secondborn cries, the mother will not panic as she did when the firstborn was crying, because she has learned that babies do cry and that cry does not kill baby. So when the secondborn cries, say, no, he'll be strong, leave her or leave him, because she's learned and been fortified by the experience of the firstborn. So this one gets penalized, and this one cannot get away with things that the firstborn got away with. I've also realized that firstborns are the dumping site of all the firstborn's clothes. Most firstborns struggle with buying new clothes. That is by default settings. They've been literally imprinted to receive the leftovers of the first. You realize that the blankets that the first used, they pass them down. The bottles that the first one used, they pass them down. All baby utensils, most of them that were used by the first, they keep them and they give them to this one. By impartation, by imprinting, by literally the experiential experience of that child, they begin to have issues with firstborn. So with first things, because they have been getting second things. They are lonely. They are literally lonely. It's a very lonely place to be a firstborn. You realize that most firstborns, they don't have, secondborns don't have pictures. The firstborn, the lastborn, the firstborn, the secondborn, they don't have as much pictures as the other babies. That's a curse sometimes of the firstborn. The uncelebrated hero, the uncelebrated heroine. These are the forgotten soldiers. These are the forgotten heroes of the bloodline that get away with a lot of things. They are forgotten. They are not seen. They are not celebrated. And they learn. And if you are not careful as a secondborn, you become an island. You'll become a loner. You'll become a lone walker because of the invisibility that is imposed upon you by the attention given to the first and the last. You begin to become the middle ghost, the unseen, the invisible one inside. Being a firstborn is a challenge, but sometimes they are called to literally redeem the family. They are sometimes called to hold the family. Where the first and last fail, they are self-made, and sometimes they make themselves sin because they fight the camouflage of family dynamics. This is the battle of the secondborn. The battle of abandonment, isolation, invisibility. Carry that with you.